Hello everybody. I'm walking over toward the tree. I'm using the Hollyland mic 2. So, this little bitty mic right here. Okay, I got two of them. I'm just using one right now. I am trying to see how well it records. I'm about 30 feet away from the camera. Okay. Just standing here in this beautiful crepe myrtle that's starting to bloom. I call it my popcorn tree. Even the little bitty ones are forming right here. So, but basically I'm trying out this new mic to see how far it'll go wireless. And what I'll do is I'll walk to the edge of the corner and walk back and test out the if it loses the range. So let's put this camera over here, and what I'm going to do is shut it off real quick and level the camera again. Okay, I'm going to count the feet, and I'm going to go all the way to the corner and we can see how far I am. I'm 10 feet away. 20 feet. 30 feet. 40 feet. 50 feet. So I am 60 feet away. It might be a little bit farther, maybe 120 feet away. Oh well. So what do you think? So I'm going to walk toward the camera, and what I'm testing is to see the range if you lose me. So I'm past halfway. I might have been 120 feet away. You see? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the camera over here. You're going to look at the bird bath. And I'm going to walk away. I'm not facing the camera. And you should be able to see me pretty well. Okay? I'm going to walk around the corner. And I'm going to walk toward the mailbox, and I'm going to see if you lose me. I got to check the mail anyway. So, right now, I'm in the corner, got my keys. About 240 feet from the mailbox to where I had the camera at the first position. So I'm trying to see if you lose any connection. I put it in behind a little brick in the alcove entrance of the house just to see if it stops the transmission. This is all part of the test. And I'll do this with the DJI mic 2. So that's the end of this test. I'll look at the footage, and then I'll know what to do with the DJI mic 2 also. So after looking at the footage, it's about 120 feet from where this camera was pointing last time to the corner, and then another 120 feet to the mailbox. Once I went around the corner, it's either when I took out the keys, I was on the other side of the house next to me, it went silent. And then after I checked the mail, I was talking all the way through, it came back when I got to the corner, right, which is 120 feet away. So now this test is line of sight, okay? So it was picking up on me with the mic in the front, and I was walking away from the camera. So I'm going to do the same test, and I'm going to go 240 feet this way, okay? And then I'll turn around and then walk toward the camera, and we'll see if you lose me. Sometimes you have to keep the microphone in the line of sight. I did this test with the Rode Wireless Go 2 mic and with the DJI mic. So let's see how this works. So I'm walking here. This is about 120 feet. And this is about 240 feet. Okay? So now I'm just going to walk toward the camera, and I'm going to see if it loses my voice. And you got to do tests like this to see if it works. You also have to do a test like when you're driving, like when I'm car vlogging. With the Rode Wireless Go Mic 1, FM station captured my signal and was playing music. So I had free music, but I didn't want to get a copyright strike, so I removed that part. So this is the end of the test. Basically, I'll show you different things, the settings and stuff on the camera in more detail, but this is just a quick test to let you know how I got everything set up. OM1 Mark II, and I have the Hollyland Lark 2 microphone set. It has 2 microphones and a lavalier connected to it. So let's go in the studio and look at the footage. Now, this is going to be the same test with the DJI Mic 2. So I'm going to walk toward the mailbox, and we'll see if the same thing happens. So it's like 120 feet to the corner, another 120 feet this way to the mailbox, which is in the middle of this end of the block. All right. So this is the first test. The second test will be just like I did on the previous one, where I walked about 240 feet line of field. And with the Hollylark, there was a problem where even with the mic on the front part, where it is now, like on the DJI Mic 2, it did have some bumping as I was getting close to the 240 mark. But once I turned around and just walked toward the camera, I lost no connection. So the line of sight with the microphone is the way you want to do it, okay? So I'm going to go around the mailbox or to the mailbox and back, and then we'll see if you lose me at all. Because this is my favorite mic right here, the DJI Mic 2, because it cancels noise and everything. So let's try it. Okay, I'm right at the corner. And you should still hear me, but now as I get beyond this house, you may lose me. But I'll keep on talking just to see if it cuts out. Yeah, I did this test with the road at the edge of the house. I don't know if I'm coming in. I will go to the corner and stop for a little bit. See if you can hear me. Oh, I see a bird. Got to get that lens out again. Now I'm walking toward the bird bath. So I disappeared for 240 feet. And I'm walking toward the camera. So the test is over on this part. Next one is I'll put it here and then straight sight, between the microphone and the camera. So that's the second test. And here's the second test. So I'm walking away with the DJI Mic 2. And I'm about 120 feet. And I'm going to keep talking because should be getting interrupted right now because the microphone's facing away from the receiver. And I'm at 240 feet. So let's see if this performs just like the Hollyland Lark 2. So this is the DJI Mic 2. Okay, I got the original DJI mic on the Osmo Pocket 3, or the Creator Combo, I should say. So I love these mics. The only thing is this thing keeps falling off. But with the Rode Wireless Go mic, the 2, they fix that where you just twist it and it stays on. So if I bend down, this will fall off. I was talking to Peter Gregg with the Hollyland Lark 2. With that lens, or with that microphone, the round circle, I can't get the thing in there. So that's the only thing I see wrong with it. But anyway, that's into this test, so let's take a look at the footage. Redoing this test, sound test, because apparently I didn't have the microphone cable plugged in all the way. So I just did a test, everything's looking good. Nothing's on mute. So this is the first test where I go to the corner, and then once I hit to the edge of the house, you start losing me for a while. I walk to the mailbox, which is completely metal, and both mics didn't work, especially when I went behind the house. So I got it in the entrance alcove right now. So the brick, and then the optical around this brick house also will do the same. So you'll hear me all the way to the corner, and then as I'm walking toward the mailbox, you should lose me right at the edge of the house. So I'm already about 30 feet away from the camera, another 60 feet, or 90 feet, I should say, at the corner. That's 120 feet. And I'm pointing right back at the tree and the entrance of the house. Now I'm going to walk to the mailbox. And when I get to the edge of the house, that's when 20 feet from the mailbox to the corner, and it's another 120 feet to the camera. So right now you should hear me pretty good. And you should also be picking up the airplane, the test pilot. And I'm walking toward the bird bath. And now I'm in the view by the bird bath. And now this test is over. So the previous two tests, same thing happened. Okay. Once I got to the edge of the house, I lost transmission. So the next test is I walked 240 feet, but just a straight line, walking away with the microphone in front. Then I turn around and walk toward the camera. And DJI Mic 2 was flawless on that. The Hollyland did lose me a little bit at the end of 240 feet. So let's take a look at the Rode Wireless 2 Go, see how it performs. Okay. I think I'm on. So I'm walking away. And I'll keep talking. So I should be good till 120 feet. Okay. Turn around. Now I'm going to 240 feet. It's a gorgeous day. And you should hear no wind noise because I have the wind muffler on. This one works excellently. It never falls off. And as I'm walking through the camera, this performed a lot better than the Rode Wireless Go mic. Okay? So I'm not even going to touch that. Come to think of it, I don't even know where it is. I keep misplacing it. So this should end the test. Now we'll go into the studio and look at the six different clips. And this way it can basically show you the testing methods that I've used. And that's the end of this recording. This was the Rode Wireless Go 2 mic. So to finish this video up, I use the OM Systems OM1 Mark II with their 12 to 40 millimeter lens at 12 millimeters. And it's at f2.8. It's the second version Pro. Hollyland, okay. This one was the worst test. The second worst was the Rode Wireless Go 2 mic, and the best was the DJI Mic 2. Okay. It only had a little interruption when I was walking away on this, at the line of sight, but all three failed once I went around the house, for out of sight on test A. And I did a little extra test with the Hollyland because this is the newest one that I haven't dealt with before. So the one thing I don't like about this mic is the covers. I mean, I like the charging and all the adapters and stuff, but it's the wind mufflers that there's no way I can attach it unless I tear it to put it on this little bitty mic right here. And this is the magnet, so you have to take the magnet off. That helps. And then you have to keep the magnet up like this. But then it's just trying to put this thing in, tuck it in, and I try grabbing it, and it was no good. Okay, so that's the only flaw I see. This is a very good mic. I do like the magnets. I do like, if it's in line of sight, it's excellent. All right. But let me just put this in the right place. That's the only thing. It charges very fast, lot, and I think this keeps charge a lot better than the Rode Wireless 2 Go mic. Okay. But all three failed once I went around the corner and I had obstacles away. All right. But that was like at, I say about 180 feet. Okay. So that it was still good. It broke up a little bit with the Rode Wireless Go 2 mic going away. It did break up, in the line of sight with the Hollyland, but this performed better than this, and this performed the best. So 1 minute of on test A with no sound, 37 seconds, and 30 seconds. Okay, that's out of sight. On the test B, a little breakup. This one did okay, and this one was perfect. So DJI Mic 2 is still the best one that I like. Thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and I will see you next time. The other thing I want to stress is the DJI mic has the two connections, Lightning port and USB-C. In this case, in the charging case, all it has is the two mics and the receiver. I will say that this is a smaller compact than this. And then if you look at the Rode Wireless Go 2 mic, it's all jumbled, but yeah, I need to turn this thing off. I don't want, that's probably why it's losing power. And I have to do the same thing here too. I'll be darned. I thought it was turned off. Let me make sure this is turned off. Yeah, this was turned off. Okay, but they're fully charged. So that's the only thing is you have to charge each device, the receiver and the two microphones independently with USB-C, where these, you just charge the charging case. Okay, that's it. So this is still my favorite. Bye, folks.